welcome you to a day at the beach with the AVP, just part of the huge crowd that has gathered here at the Gateway Center in Phoenix, Arizona. 3 days of competition, and we're getting right down to it. And since it's St. Patty's Day, let's show you something green. This is the $100,000 Miller Lite Open at Phoenix, Arizona. The best beach volleyball players in the entire world have gathered here. We're on to our semi-final matchup, and who else is there? Well, maybe you'd rather be in the finals of the tournament. That's another story, but we look at Karch Kiraly, the leading money winner of all time, the history of the sport, 110 wins to his credit. And this season, of course, he's back with longtime partner Kent Steffes, who missed 13 tournaments last year with a shoulder injury. And the player of the week so far for me is, of course, Bill Boulliane and his longtime partner, or new partner, I should say, Randy Stoklos. Paul Sunderland here to call semi-final action along with Tim Hovland. There is the matchup. Karch Kiraly, Kent Steffes, Bill Boulliane, and Randy Stoklos. We'll tell you how these teams got here in just a moment, but we are set to go. First serve coming from Kent Steffes, again from Phoenix, Arizona. I'm Paul Sunderland with Tim Hovland. Steffes to serve. Steffes chance to put a point on the board. Stokey dig. Net violation by Bill Boulliane. And right away, he's gabbing with the official down below. Net called immediately. Point on the board to Steffes and Kiraly.
Real important for Boulliane to get off to a good start here, Paul. The pressure's on him a little bit. He's just got to play like he's played the whole tournament so far. This isn't the semifinals. Pretend it's like the first round match. Get out there, bomb some balls, play your game.
Bill Boulliane's been in 2 finals in his entire career, about 4,000 less than the rest of the players on the beach. But I'm with you. He just got to let it all hang out and try to take advantage of the opportunity. Stoklos bombing down the line. Good set by Boulliane.
Stokey's been here so many times before. He's got to show Bill that, hey, listen, I'm a rock. Come this way. If you make a mistake, forget about it. Let's come back and get the next point or next side out. Don't carry it over.
There's Randy Stoklos. He's had a phenomenal career, 122 wins to his credit. Tough pass. And Steffes chopping towards the line. That's his trouble shot each and every time. And
80% of the time, Steffes is going to hit that high line, no doubt about it. Watch the set, though. Karch comes under the net and brings it straight back out. It was a great set.
Karch serving hard, serving harder this year. Stoklos blocked by Steffes.
Great block by Steffes. Karch is serving harder this year. I think everybody on the tour is serving harder this year, Paul.
Well, after watching what Adam Johnson and Jose Loyola did at the end of the season, along with Scott Akatubby, who was playing with Karch at the time, everybody's going, hey, look, if you can't serve, you can't play. Works for Pete Sampras.
It's changed this whole game, Paul. Probably put me in the booth.
But we're glad to have you.
Thanks.
Although you tried to jump serve, maybe that is why you're in the booth.
If I was 24, I think it would go a lot faster.
Karch bombing. And side out to Randy Stoklos.
Stokey, steady as ever. Passing that ball a little high, but he's got to control the ball towards the net, give Boulliane a chance to set that ball. Nice side out.
Yeah.
Working on Steffes. And chops this inside the block. There's Karch Kiraly, of course, last week. For the 4th time, won the King of the Beach in Las Vegas. Took home $54,600. So needless to say, he's the leading money winner on the tour so far this year. And, of course, last year, more wins than anyone. Won the Miller Lite Cup to go along with that.
Nice cut shot by Boulliane. That set was a little close.
There's Bill Boulliane, 30 years of age now, has played with a variety of partners, and finally has worked himself up, I think, Tim, into the elite group. He's going to go out, and if there's a partner change, he's going to get a good partner like he has Randy Stoklos.
He's definitely in the elite group right now, Paul. He's the biggest. He's one of the bigger, stronger guys on tour. His jump serve's fantastic, and he's playing good defense.
Last year, a lot of success with Brian Lewis. Karch off the net. And Boulliane chopping past Kiraly. And Kiraly and Steffes lead 2-1 now.
You're in the mecca of volleyball.
How's Boulliane as a defensive player? This is a big team between Boulliane and Stoklos.
It's a big team. They both play sometimes good, sometimes bad. If they get on a roll, they can put you out of the game in no time. Bad pass.
Going to go line. No, goes to Boulliane.
No one.
Tight set to Karch, and he hammers that cross-court point-scoring opportunity that Boulliane and Stoklos don't capitalize on.
This is what Boulliane... Karch up with a heavy, heavy cross-court hit. Nobody's bringing that ball back. Pinky Hat puts that thing down on the ground.
Well, and you don't see that, however, if Boulliane and Stoklos control that dig a little better.
I want Boulliane to get up there and take a swing at that ball from the middle of the court. He's got the range to do that.
Stoklos, hard cross-court. Karch probably started serving Randy years ago when he and Smith were together, Stoklos and Smith. And Karch just seems to feel real confident that when he's playing against Randy to serve him.
Well, I tell you, Boulliane's got such a wild swing. It's hard to line him up. He's going to hit it from the right side, left side, middle side. You don't know where he's going to hit the ball. Randy's a little more patent. He cuts the ball inside. He'll go off the top.
Maybe hits a heavier ball. I'm not sure if he does, but a little bit easier to dig. At least Karch Kirai thinks so. Stokey looking for the tie and uses Kirai out of bounds. We're tied at 2.
Great experienced shot right there by Stokey. Ball was set just a little close. Stokey comes in on the ball. He's not going to hit this ball. He's going to go for the use the whole way and use the man of balance 2-2.
Smart play by Randy Stoklos, just high and hard off the top of the block. Kirai with a side out down the line.
You can't stop that ball, Paul. That's just, you know, you come back and you side out right after that. Just go, hey, if you can make that shot, let it go.
Are Kirai and Steffes the best ball control team on the beach?
I would have to say so. They both pass the ball. Watch how low they pass the ball, especially if the wind comes up.
Boulliane tapping over the top.
Nice shot.
We talked about how well Stoklos and Boulliane had played throughout the course of this weekend. They start out, they beat Louis and Boss 15-10, Gatsky Rogers 15-4, beat the same team, Kirai and Steffes, in the quarterfinals 15-6, then beat the #1 seeds, Dodd and Whitmarsh 15-8.
Great Saturday.
That ball does not clear. Kirai and Steffes with the unforced error. We take our first side change. Stoklos and Boulliane on top by 1. All right, Maura, thank you very much. We've taken our first side change. Bill Boulliane and Randy Stoklos, the 1-point lead, unforced error off the cut shot from Kent Steffes, led to the side change. Steffes and Kirai went out to a 2-0 lead. Then Boulliane and Stoklos came back, tied it at 2, and now have taken the 3-2 lead.
Got a little bit of wind coming up here, Paul. It could be a factor because always in Arizona about 2, 3 o'clock the wind comes up, and we'll see how many aces we get here.
Which is the better win team?
I'm obviously the experience on the right. Karch and Kent.
Kirai over the top. We started to run down, Tim, of course, the success that Boulliane and Stoklos had over the course of the weekend. They were undefeated until they met #2 seed Jose Loyola and Adam Johnson, and they lost to them 15-14. We'll see Jose Loyola and Adam Johnson later. They are in the finals. Hard cross-court ace by Karch Kirai.
As I was saying, that wind's coming up. I'm going to say the good side's where Karch is right now. It's kind of a swirl wind, Paul, but the swirl's coming from Randy's corner in.
He likes it so far. Kirai to serve once again as hard as he possibly can. We're tied at 3.
He never used to serve that hard, Paul. He had a good jump serve. I think he's going to a whole new level with the jump serve this year. Everybody's going to have to catch up to Adam and Jose, like you said before.
Stoklos just rolling the ball at Steffes. And over the top and down. And Steffes can hit that shot. Very, very difficult to stop.
He looks at the backcourt player, makes him freeze, and puts you right in the deep corner. Not a short corner, a deep corner. Even if you're there, you have to lay out for it.
Tough deep serve. Stokey's coming on, too, and Kirai right there to stuff him straight down. Stoklos didn't have much opportunity there to get the ball past Karch Kirai.
Watch how close the ball is to net. Karch is over about, boom, straight down. There's not much Stokey could do on that ball. Maybe try to poke it deep, but that was a tough play.
Good. No!
Passing mistake by Bill Boulliane, of course, led to the tough chance for Randy Stoklos. Bill Boulliane, Randy Stoklos, Karch Kirai, Kent Steffes. This is our semifinal match. Loyola and Johnson have advanced into the finals. We'll see them later. Karch way back. Stokey way back. dueling shots right there, trouble shots, and Stoklos down the line. Kent Steffes unable to make the play, and we are tied once again at 4.
It all started with Bill's serve, though. He started outside in on Kent, and he curved back into Karch. He didn't step over to pass that ball, and they had a good transition play by Randy.
Get in!
Oh, just wide. A couple of controversial calls at the end of the finals of the winners bracket. Bill Boulliane thought he had a stuff straight down to give them the lead as seconds wound down. It was called out, and they've had to rebound from that and face Kirai and Steffes in the semifinals. Karch Kirai, Kent Steffes, they missed the serve.
I've seen that look on Randy's face many times before. He almost went after that ref a little bit there, Paul. I don't think we'll see
you were
him
his
again.
mentor when it came to
And
that.
I taught him well. I don't know. We taught each other.
No, nobody.
Steffes going deep middle.
Good idea by B pull off, though. That ball wasn't on the net. He could possibly get that ball up. Put the pressure on. Watch Karch. Karch isn't set. He's sitting with the bump. Drifts off a little bit. Nice speed, though. Kent's arm is full back right now.
I was going to ask you that. Steffes, of course, missed 13 tournaments. We'll talk about it after this play. Chance for Karch from the right.
Yes! Cut!
And Stoklos saves the point. We're still tied at 4.
Great
Kent
play.
Steffes had shoulder surgery last year, unable to put the ball away here. Stoklos makes the dig to save the play.
Karchi on the right isn't as effective as on the left. Stoker with a great up, great set, and some heat coming down the middle here. Puts that ball back down, saves a point.
Tied at 4. And next time we see Kent Steffes hit the ball, I want to ask you about his arm and how he looks to you right now. Going to get a look right now. Steffes, nice chop. Of course, Kent and Karch had so much success for so many years. Kent took several weeks, if not months off last season, missed 13 tournaments to rehab an injured shoulder on which he had surgery. Heat now compared to when he was at his best before the injury.
I talked to him today. He said, I don't know if at the end of the season I wasn't playing up to par because I was 4 months off and wasn't sure of myself, or because of the shoulder. But I feel good this weekend. I'm coming out here for a win. He hasn't showered all day, as you can see out there, Paul. It's just the way he does it. It's a good luck charm. It's his 3rd game of the day, and he's letting it go.
Well, those numbers speak for themselves. When 100%, Kent Steffes, part of the most dominant team in the world right now on the beach. And nice cut shot by Kent Steffes. He establishes the line, and now he's using the little cutty.
He hits the ball so high, Paul. He's one of the biggest jumpers on the beach, too. You would not know it. He doesn't really hit the ball straight down. He gets up there and toys with you a little bit, but he's got heat if he wants it.
Bill Boulliane doing a little groundskeeping here. Kent Steffes back to serve. See the grass close by. It limits your run-up just a little bit here.
Hey, line!
Stokey, yes, just catching the end of the line.
Before, the years before, we used to be able to take off from that grass. It used to be on like a downhill slope. You'd take off from the grass and get like a running start.
It's like the Hav Hill.
Heck yeah, and I needed every inch of it.
Tight quarters here. Bill Boulliane, particularly for one, and Randy Stoklos, they take long run-ups on their jump serve, and he foot faults right there. And I think that's a result of how tight this is, much tighter than in years past.
And he knew it, too.
He got bailed out. He let that ball drop, did not hit it, would have been a foot fault. Steffes over the top once again. So accurate and consistent with that line shot.
He's like a junk ball pitcher. He's throwing you a curve, throwing you some slider heat, and making you move around. But he's got to start coming with something else. You're just going to start guessing better and bringing some of those balls up.
Okay, looking at the flags right now, I think Kirai and Steffes are on the good side. And it shows by Kirai bombing the jump serve, and Steffes just putting the ball down kindly into the corner over Stokey's head.
That's a gust, though, Paul. You see it's coming up in a gust right here. Bad pass over net. Steffes is going 1, 2, 3. There's an open net. Nice and easy. He hasn't hit the ball yet, Paul.
Karch is.
Oh, yeah.
Perfect set. Boulliane, no touch on the block. 2 straight points for Karch Kirai and Kent Steffes. A bad pass, a ball hit into the net. Kirai and Steffes take the 2-point lead. More from the semis when we come back to Phoenix. Back in Phoenix, Arizona for a day at the beach with the AVP, Kirian Steffes on top of Boulliane and his partner Randy Stoklos down courtside. Randy standing with our Maura Driscoll.
Thanks, Paul. Randy, no matter how you slice it, you guys have been the story of this tournament. How do you feel about your play so far?
Well, we're playing really good. We're not playing all that well in this match, which is the most important match of the tournament. I think Karch and Kent, learned a little bit since the last time we played, but we're going to the good side, so hopefully we're going to score 5 points.
What do you think you need to do to get them off balance?
I just think that we have to serve well into the wind to get them off balance and score some quick points.
All right, good luck. We'll be watching you. Back to you guys up in the booth.
All right, thanks very much, Maura. And I think Randy's exactly to the point. You know, Kirian Steffes learned a little, and also the winds come up, and Kirian Steffes took advantage of it.
You want to get 4 points on this on the side they're on right now, Paul. You get 4-to-1 switch, and you're in good posture right now. But if you trade 2-3, 3-2. It'll be a little bit tougher.
No mistakes allowed when you're on the bad side. Stoklos and Boulliane will try to side out here. Again, started out, Kirian Steffes got out to the 2-0 lead. Stoklos and Boulliane on the good side came back and took the 3-2 lead. And most recent side change, Kirian Steffes forced some mistakes, and they lead 6-4, but are now on the bad side.
Karch likes to cup this over to Randy on this side.
Good.
Serving just out of bounds, and there you see immediately the difference. The wind at your back on the bad side, into your face on the good side.
Like I said, he should have cupped that ball call.
Say it a little louder. Say it a little louder.
Here comes Randy with some heat, though.
Karch off the top of the block. When you were blocking against Karch, what did you try to do against him?
You know what you tried to do? I tried to line up on his line and jump into his angle. You know, let him see the angle and jump and penetrate that left hand as far as you can. People aren't doing that as much these days.
Good.
Tight pass, good set by Stokey. Unforced error and a point given up by Boulliane and Stoklos. From the good side, they trail by 3, 7-4.
Right now, this is the difference of the game. They got to take a little bit of time. Boulliane's going to say, tighten it up a little bit. You can feel a good timeout by Stokey. Let him think about it. Let Boulliane think about it. Calm down.
That's a good timeout by Randy Stoklos. Let's take a look at the Miller Lite Cup. Of course, the prize this year, $1 million, points given out each and every week to the participants here on the AVP Tour. First place last year, that went to Karch Kiriai, $125,000. Second, third, we pay all the way down to 48th place. Tim, you're not going to get any of that this year.
I don't want to be 48th, Paul.
Serve missed down the sideline by Kent Steffes.
Boulliane's got to come back here and get a couple aces. Karch has got 2 aces. Nobody else has any. Watch Boulliane to break it out.
Good. Good, Billy.
Chance to get to 5. Tight set. Well, that's a setting mistake by Randy Stoklos. Boulliane tried to poke it into him, couldn't make the play.
I agree. A little bit too close. Karch gets up too high. Nice dig. Randy can't get there with his hands, throws it up, doesn't quite get the form. A little too close. Karch puts it straight back. Boulliane down.
Another point-scoring opportunity missed. And that ball, ace serve by Karch Kiriai from the bad side. I had a long talk with Karch's trainer, Adrian Crook, and he said, just wait until you see Karch jump serve this year. We watched him on video. We looked at his biomechanics. Karch is going to have a great serve this year, and he's shown that already.
Great serve.
Karch all over the cut shot. For 9, and he's got it. Kirian Steffes rolling right here.
You see how he's serving that ball, though? He's kind of cuffing it down the middle. Karch with the grade up. Steffes with perfect set. Right over the top, down the line, boom.
Lots of court to hit into. You'd think that Kirian Steffes were on the good side. Indeed, they are not. But they lead now 9-4. 3 straight points.
Right.
Stokey restores a little order over the top.
Nice pass. Stokey took a little something off it. Boulliane got his hands on it. He's got good hands out there, too. People underestimate his hands. His hands are pretty sweet. Puts it right there. Stokey puts it away. They need a couple aces, Paul, to get back in this game.
Well, something to get themselves going. I mean, I think the crowd has been behind Stoklos and Boulliane all weekend long. They've been the team of the tournament, but they just haven't made things happen in the last 10 or 15 minutes.
Right now, they're playing right into their game, into Karch and Ken's game plan. I mean, if they can control the tempo of the game, they're in big trouble. They got to mix it up.
Perfect dig by Steffes for 10. Nice block by Bill Boulliane.
Maybe this will get Stoklos and Boulliane going. Kent a little bit inside. Boulliane waits, throws it back down. See if he can convert on this, make a couple points out of it.
And Kent knows that even though they've got a big lead, anything can happen.
Oh, yeah.
You never, ever want to miss a point-scoring opportunity.
Especially on this court.
It was a great dig by Steffes.
Great dig, 4-9. Boulliane going from the other side, trying to get the wind in his face.
Nice cut by Karch Kirai.
This is a great cut. Watch Karch's cut. He gets up high, keeps the ball in front of him. Watch where he hits the ball, on his, right in front of his face, on his outside shoulder, boom. I see the open ground, and that's where the ball is going.
Take a look at Boulliane and Stoklos. Back ready to take now the heat jump serve from Karch Kirai.
From the bad side. But he's cutting the ball into the middle, so it's starting off on beef and coming back to Randy.
Nice cut shots. Right now, they're just winning the battle of serving and passing.
The serving is obvious. They're passing the ball way too steady. Karch with a great set. The deep disher sees the court, open sand, easy shot for Steffes.
Good. All right. Line. Over.
That's tight. Nice little tap down by Bill Boulliane. Two big guys, Boulliane and Stoklos. Hard to decide who should take that ball.
Nice set, though. Taps it down. But I'm still saying they got to get Kent and Karch out of their rhythm. They're in great rhythm right now.
Have Stoklos and Boulliane blocked the ball yet?
No blocks.
That's someplace where they should really have an effect as well. Got to serve tough first. Stokey against Steffes. Tight set. Tap down. Nice play by Boulliane. Right to Karch. And stuffed by Stoklos.
There it is.
Block number 1.
Great dig by Boulliane. Set up the stuff block by Stokey. Watch Boulliane coming around the corner here. Gets the ball up. Stokey waiting on the outside line. Karch cuts it back. Stokey says, take it back.
And then played to the crowd a little bit. He knows how important that can be to get them started in terms of some good momentum.
Momentum is a huge word on this game.
Hey, and we roll again. Bill Boulliane with the ace, and we'll take the turn. Stoklos and Boulliane didn't get exactly what they wanted from the good side, but they're back in it. They trail now by 3. Back in Phoenix, Arizona for the Miller Lite Open. Let's go down courtside to Maura Driscoll with Kirai and Steffes.
All right, thanks, Paul. First, you are showing no signs of ailments from last year's surgery. How do you feel so far?
Oh, I feel real good. A little warm out here, and we played some games, but we're feeling real strong. It's the first tournament of the year, and we've been training real hard.
They seem to be playing right into your game plan. You guys are serving great and passing great. What do you think you're going to do to keep this momentum?
Well, we got to continue to score when we get a good opportunity. We can't give up point scoring opportunities.
I'm going to ask Karch a few questions right here. Karch, just to ask you a few questions. You're still the man of the beach, dominating. Obviously, you're dominating this game. What do you think you need to do to keep this momentum going? Your serving is just amazing. Is that the key to this game?
So far, it's been a key. Our tough serving has created a lot of points, so we need to keep that going and try to neutralize. They have a lot of good serving, too, and try to handle theirs.
Is the dominance back for Kirai and Steffes?
Pardon me?
Is the dominance of Kirai and Steffes back?
Certainly not. We already lost to these guys once this tournament, and they're playing us tough now.
Okay, back to you guys in the booth. Thanks.
Straight question, straight answer from the king of the beach, Karch Kirai.
He's not dominant unless he wins like 10 in a row. Then he might say the word, you know?
Yeah, I mean, if they win the first 7 tournaments of the year, he'll say, well, wait a minute, we're
underdogs.
Exactly, but you look back through the years with Kirai and Steffes. In 1991, they played in 11 tournaments, won 6. 92, 19 tournaments together, 16 victories.
That was a tough year for a lot of teams.
93, they won 18 tournaments. 94, they won 17 tournaments. And then last year had to go their separate ways for a while because of the injury to Kent Steffes. But if they win 17, 18,
oh boy,
that's domination.
But, you know, they start off good, too. They train hard all winter long, Paul. They're looking forward to this tournament.
I think Kirai and Steffes have sort of shown the way of how to come to the beach in March, ready for the first event in great physical shape. And a lot of other players starting to take on that same example. We saw Ian Clark, who came back and had a great 50s.
Was that Ian?
That was. 30 pounds heavier.
Dallas Cowboy tackle or something.
He looks huge. A lot of players really doing their work in the offseason. This is semifinal action. Paul Sunderland with Tim Hovland. 9-6. Kirai and Steffes lead. Kirai and Steffes were seeded 4th in this tournament. Usually see them on top, but they were seeded 4th because Kent's points are down because of missing so many events last year. Bill Boulliane and Randy Stoklos down now by 3 and on the bad side.
2 missed serves, way deep, Paul.
But, you know, with a 3-point lead, you know, they'll take some chances.
Oh, sure, sure. But Beef's got to take some chances back.
Who would you serve here at this stage in the match?
I like Karch a little bit.
Perfect set to Steffes, who cups the ball cross court out of bounds. It's 9-7.
Good set. There's no real excuse for that, Paul. He kind of just waffled it out.
Unforced error by Kent Steffes. And he stays on, Steffes. Out of bounds twice in a row. Cut shot and down the sideline. Kent Steffes hitting the ball out of bounds.
Good set by Karch. Kent comes a little underneath it, tries to cup it. Out of bounds. Boulliane was right there anyway. Great up. Kent showing a little frustration. Maybe a little sand timeout. Yes, there is.
Good call. And if there was a chink, you know, I believe Kent entirely, and Karch, of course, when they say that Steffes' shoulder is absolutely 100%. But even through the years, he had the propensity every once in a while to hit a lot of balls out of bounds.
Oh, yes. He can do it in bunches, Paul. Not often, but he can do it. Especially with the pressure on. We got a 9-8. If they're coming back, and he hasn't really stroked the ball yet. Paul, he's hit that same shot and the same cut shot. I haven't seen him hit that deep middle hard the whole game. Maybe he's tired. Maybe his arm's not back. Who knows? I think it's back, but maybe he's not using it.
It's always sort of been Kent's style. He passes the ball well. Both Kirai and Steffes have good ball control. He's not been one of the great bombers on the beach, but that's just always been his style, and at least to this date, it's worked very well.
Oh, yeah.
Bill Boulliane serving. Stoklos and Boulliane down now only by 1.
Okay, here. Good.
Boulliane all over it. For the tie. Tough swing. Great set by Steffes in the rally.
Great set by Steffes. Karch to end it. Beef had a good swing for it, too. They needed that point. Karch with a little cut, a little over the top. Boulliane right there. Doesn't have the great form. Stokey brings it up. Has the court open. Karch with the quickest hands in the business brings it up. Nice set. Never twice, Karch says. It's going back down.
I'll tell you, Randy Stoklos, I think, would like to have that set back to Boulliane. He set him back 7 or 8 feet, and Karch was able to make the dig. We got a 20-second timeout taken by Bill Boulliane and Randy Stoklos after that long rally. Let's take a look at the tournament seeds. The first regular season tournament of the year. Dodd and Whitmarsh on top of the bracket. They finished 4th. Johnson and Loyola, you'll see later. Akatubby and Lewis played extremely well. They were eliminated by Kirai and Steffes. You see Kirai and Steffes were 4th. They're still playing. Boulliane and Stoklos still alive. Eric Fenoy Moana and Rob Hyder not satisfied. And certainly Canyon Seaman and Ricky Ludes bombed for 17th. Tanner Welch. Those are your top 8 seeds. And where they finished this week. 3 teams still, of course, in the tournament.
There's a future volleyball stud right there. He's got the look.
Absolutely. Got to get rid of that Rockies hat, though. Arizona's got their own baseball team now. I think they're called the Diamondbacks. Kirai serving from the good side. The wind, as you said, Tim, is swirling, but Kirai and Steffes have been bad, at least in terms of their service game from the good side.
After a timeout, you never want to miss that serve. Karch is mad at himself for doing that. Stokey returns the favor. Tough one.
As big as serving is a factor on the plus side, we've seen some pretty bad serving over the last couple of minutes.
It can all turn around in a matter of seconds. Just like, watch Kent's changing sides now. He sees something, he wants to go maybe down the line at Stokey.
Especially at this juncture in the match. Kirai and Steffes lead by 1, 9-8. Semi-final action, the Phoenix Open, and of course waiting in the wings, Jose Loyola and Adam Johnson.
Stokey hasn't lost his touch at all. Coming cross court with some heavy heat. He still hits one of the heavier balls in the beach, Paul.
Randy Stoklos, of course, talking about the personal trainer that he's had during the offseason. He won 2 tournaments at the beginning of last season with Adam Johnson, but did not win a tournament all season long outdoors. And
first time in a long time. Right. First time ever.
A chance to change that this season. There's the chop cross court from Kent Steffes.
Steffes showing a little heat on that ball. So watch Kent. He hits the ball so far on his right shoulder here, it's impossible almost to get up. Nice heat coming cross court. Nobody home.
Karch taking an awful lot off that jump serve. Boulliane, hard cross court.
Line man, bouncing lines. Randy's sweet deep dish. Boulliane sees Karch in the back, crushes it hard cross court, popping the line.
Working on Steffes. Stokey's there. Kirai stuffed by Stoklos.
Stokey, big block.
We are tied at 9 thanks to the big hands of Randy Stoklos.
Good set. Stokey lines him up, pinches the middle, and drills it back on Karch's side. Big point, 9-all.
I think he heard you. Show line, jump into the angle.
Should write the book.
Tight set. Ooh, boy, that set had a lot of spin on it.
Ooh.
Chopped cross court by Kent Steffes. Just gets a piece of the line.
Karch has been not using his hand as much. It doesn't look that sweet to me, Paul. And luckily, Kent just touches the outside. Randy has something to say about that set, too. Karch has been going more to his bump than ever. He's got sweet hands.
He does have good hands. Of course, the Olympics coming up later this summer, a huge story in beach volleyball. And if you want to see some unique setting, wait till the Olympic coverage, because, ladies and gentlemen, anything goes. You and I could set the ball with our hands. Well, you could. I probably couldn't anyway, but
anybody could.
Okay. I mean, anything goes. The game's going to look a little bit different. Bill Boulliane missing the serve down the sideline, going after Karch Kirai. We're tied at 9, semifinal action here, the $100,000 Miller Lite Open at Phoenix. Fabulous conditions, weather in the 70s, low 80s. Slight breeze now, but it's been perfect all 3 days. Stoklos blocked by Steffes.
Steffes, big, strong hands. Great set by Boulliane. Steffes lines him up, watches, penetrate with that right hand, keeps it in. That ball is coming 100 miles an hour. He's got strong hands, throwing that thing back.
That was a hard, high hit. Tough block for Steffes. And over the top and down by Bill Boulliane.
Showing some finesse of his own. Boulliane says he's got the whole package. Goes deep over Karch into the corner with the wind at his back, Paul. Not an easy shot.
Randy Stoklos, now 35 years of age. Again, 122 wins to his credit. He's serving. Kent Steffes working on Steffes a lot, and there's the dig. Joust coming. Karch flexing. You don't see that very often.
Not very often.
Karchy flexing down after the joust. Yeah, I'll take whatever you got.
Great up. Boy, a little close to that. Karch says, not in my house. Looked like a Shaquille O'Neal with nobody on him in the paint throwing it back.
There's
brings
the play
it back
once
in
again. 20-second timeout taken by Bill Boulliane and Randy Stoklos. We'll take a short break. Kent Steffes goes off under the only shade anywhere in Phoenix. Kirai and Steffes by 1. More semifinal action when we come back to Phoenix. Beautiful Phoenix, Arizona, and we're here for the $100,000 Miller Lite Open, of course, coming to you from Phoenix. Semifinal action, Kirai and Steffes with just a 2-point lead over Boulliane and Stoklos. Now let's go down to Maura Driscoll with a very special guest on St. Patrick's Day.
Thanks, guys. Look who we found in the stands. Nancy Kerrigan, Olympic medalist. What do you think of the atmosphere of beach volleyball?
I love coming to these events. It's a lot of fun, and I don't know, it's nice that somebody else's event and I can just sit back and relax.
I bet that is nice for you. Now, a far cry from the figure skating world, wouldn't you say?
Well, it's a whole lot warmer for one thing, yes. It's a little more upbeat in the crowds, and obviously with the music in between events, it's fun.
What brings you to this area? You're working on something in Scottsdale?
Yeah, so it was lucky for me that this was here at the same time. But I'm here filming videos for children, home family entertainment. We're doing Alice Through the Looking Glass right now.
All right. Well, enjoy seeing you, and have fun enjoying the event. Back to you guys.
All right, thanks, Maura. Great to have, of course, Nancy Kerrigan here. It is warmer.
It is a lot warmer.
I'd like to see, however, judges, though, on the sidelines for style points. You know, a stuff block, jump serve. You know, you get a 5-5.
Or ice volleyball.
Don't see too many skating fans.
And a couple of those tutus.
Oh, look at that. First hubby wife of the match up the middle, Randy Stoklos. Within one, it's now 11-10.
You got it. I'll take it. I don't want it. Who wants it? It's down the middle. Stokey with his first ace, 10-11.
And working down the sideline. That's what's called moving the ball in and out. Stoklos back-to-back aces.
He set him up with the middle ball, comes back with the cross court. He's stuck in the middle. Great serve. Experienced serving right there by Stokey. It's a whole new ball game, Paul. 11-all. You're on the good side. I think we need a timeout, Karch.
Yeah, they're talking about it. You called it, Tim. Karch Kirai, Kent Steffes use one of their 22nd timeouts. We are tied at 11. Bill Boulliane last year, of course, played with Brian Lewis. They had a win in Belmar, but not playing together this year.
Well, Ack asked Louis to play, and you have to make that move. Ack's more established. He played, won a lot more tournaments than Beef. But, Beef is a heck of a competitor. He came out here, picked up Stokey, and he's sitting in ready to go to the finals, and Louis got a 5th. You never know how this is going to work.
And Randy Stoklos, at least the early conversation was that he was going to play with Ricky Ludes.
Thanks, brother.
But that did not work out either, and for both of them, this tournament here in Phoenix has been maybe a start to a great season. Dig by Stoklos. Boulliane must have touched it. Just a bonehead set by Randy Stoklos at the end of the play.
Very uncharacteristic. That ball's moving around. Great up. Great set by Karch. Watch this dig by Stokey. Sets the whole thing up. Beef touched it, though. Had to go over on 2. Stokey just didn't overset the ball right there. What can you say, Paul?
Tight chance. That could come back to haunt him, but it's by the board as Stoklos and Boulliane come back to get the side out. We're tied at 11, semifinal action if you're just joining us. Kirai and Steffes in control early. They had a 9-6 lead, but now we're tied at 11. The winner of this match to face Adam Johnson and Jose Loyola for the championship. Working on Steffes relentlessly here.
Right.
And down the sideline.
He is hammering that line. There's going to be no line left at the end of this game, Paul. He's probably hit it 75-80% of the time. But he'll set you up like that. Then when you move the line, he'll cut that thing over you. So you got to stay your ground.
Karch Kirai and Kent Steffes knocked into the losers bracket in the quarterfinals by Boulliane and Stoklos. Lost that match 15-6. So they have had a busy weekend. Dig by Kirai. That's heat by Bill Boulliane for the side out.
So what I'm saying about this team, Paul, they're big, they're physical. Just come and stroke the ball like that. Nobody's going to bring that back twice. Go to those cut shots. Karch can chase it down. Bring your heat.
Stoklos back to Steffes. Where else? That's been the pattern. And off the block and down off of Bill Boulliane. Kent Steffes will go back to serve.
Karch is setting the ball real well.
Take a look at the serve reception story. Look at those numbers.
Unbelievable. 21 for Kent. 9 for Karch. They're working on Kent, but he's handling it. Handling it well.
It's a big differential. Kent Steffes has been on tour for a long time now, 8 years, and now 27 years of age, the second leading money winner of all time.
Seems like yesterday he won his first Open, Paul.
But it wasn't. All right, back with much more semifinal action from Phoenix.
With
We've had great crowds. Yes, great crowds here in Phoenix, Arizona for the last 3 days. This is the Miller Lite Open, of course, coming to you from Phoenix. $100,000 in prize money, semifinal action. And it has been good throughout. Randy Stoklos, Bill Boulliane, and Karch Kiraly and Kent Steffes tied at 11. 54.3 seconds left. The winner moves on to the finals to face Johnson and Loyola. Boulliane is there. That time, a great set by Stoklos.
Great set. Great set by Stokey. Stokey sets the ball. Boulliane keeps it in front of him. Watch Karch. Kent turns around deep into the corner. Boulliane throws it up. A great set by Stokey. Beef right down the middle. Nobody can handle it.
Going to Karch now. He hasn't seen a serve in a long time. And I think you think that's a good idea to go to Karch after that.
I like mixing it up. Yeah. I like mixing it up. You never know what's going to happen. The person on the right side might get a little complacent, puts a little pressure on him. Mix the pressure up, I always say.
I agree with that. You get into a real rhythm.
Right.
Either a passer, hitter, setter. You got to mix it up. Tough serve to Stoklos. Come on. Boulliane on the grass cannot make the play. Boulliane went hard into the courtside signage at the far end of the court. 12-11 now. Steffes and Kiraly take the lead. 31.9 seconds to play.
He takes a little something off this serve, right down the line. Stokey a little slow getting after it. Boulliane races for it. Oh, Beef into the sign. The ST took his toe out, but he's a tough kid. Plus, he wants to go to the finals, Paul.
Absolutely. They have timeouts left? Boulliane and Stokey again.
Oh, yeah.
4 sand timeouts and 2 fulls per match per team.
Plus, they got the injury timeout. In case they need it.
And don't use any of them right here. Tight set. And Stoklos making do off the top.
Great experience shot right there. Great experience shot by Stokey. Boulliane throws him on just a little bit close. Karch over the net. He's not going to hit that ball. He's going for nothing but hands, Paul. He's going for nothing but hands to put that ball down.
Boulliane and Stoklos have had lots of opportunities, maybe 4 or 5 good opportunities they have not capitalized on. And because of that, they trail by 1, 12-11. Going to Kiraly again. And chop cross court. Boulliane not able to make the play. 21.6 seconds remain.
I don't think you see Karch going for the big serve here. He wants to take as much time off that clock as possible. Even though they're up 1, you never know. He's changed before.
So much experience working with the clock. You're exactly right. Just rolls it to Stoklos. Karch with a stab. Steffes with a stab. And that ball outside the antenna. 2 great defensive plays to no avail. Kiraly cannot keep the ball in play. Good hustle by Kiraly and Steffes.
Great hustle. Stokey a little cut shot. Karch on his heels, but stretches out for it. Then Kent quick off the net. Karch on his heels. Oh, but outside the net.
Boy, and that was
big break.
Very close indeed. 12.4 seconds to play. Stoklos and Boulliane trail by 1, and Stoklos with the missed serve.
That could be huge there, Paul. 11 seconds to play. If they touch this ball up, they can run out the clock.
Steffes got to just be trying to keep this serve in.
Stokey moved over.
Stokey taking the ball away from Boulliane. There's the dig you were talking about. We're down to 4, 3. This match is over. Kiraly and Steffes do exactly what you said. They got the touch. They ran out the clock. Kiraly and Steffes have had a very busy Saturday and Sunday in the losers bracket since the quarterfinals, but they will move on. Kiraly and Steffes, a winner 13-11 over Stoklos and Boulliane. Congratulations to Beef and Randy. They finished 3rd. A good, strong start for them to the season, but it's Kiraly and Steffes who are in the finals.